We are frequently judged not only by who we are, but by how others feel about themselves when they are with us. I love that.
Hi everyone at Monterey. Hi Skippy. I'm so sorry I can't be there right now to help celebrate you and all that you have done for us in this community. And it is with respect and admiration that I thank you. You've given me the gift of teaching this dance that I love so much, and the gift of explanation and the gift of precision that I couldn't communicate until you showed me how to. So thank you for not only cultivating a passion in me, but for showing me how to explain it. Thank you. I love you. I miss you and respect you and admire you and everything you.
I've known Skippy Blair for, well, about as long as I can remember. Most of you know her as an innovator in the world of dance, the creator of the Universal Unit System, one of the early pioneers in the world of West Coast swing. Many of you know her as I have known her in various other incarnations, as a counselor, a motivational speaker, yoga instructor, meditator, singer, songwriter, author, you name it, the list goes on and on. I've always known her simply as my mother. She has a huge heart, and her compassion and counseling and dedication has been a real source of inspiration to countless dancers, about as long as I have been on this earth. She embodies the spiritual truth that it really is more blessed to give than to receive. Flowers leave some of their fragrance on the hand that bestows them.
Hello, Skippy. I'm looking forward to this next chapter in your life. You've truly, Skippy, been an inspiration to me. I'm so glad that I've had you in my life for the past 25 plus years. You are so generous with your knowledge to me and to this entire dance community. There's truly no one like you. To quote Wayne, you are truly the Yoda of our community, and we need more of you. And you're not finished yet, so you've got a lot more work ahead of you. So I love you very much, and good luck with the rest of the future on the GSDTA.
Skippy truly has a passion to share her knowledge to all the swing community. And if it wasn't for her training, it would have been very difficult for me to teach. We have our get-togethers once in a while, and we go over the new discoveries. And that's always so exciting because there's so many things to learn about all the different dances. She does a wonderful job. She is not only my mentor, but a great friend of mine that I love dearly, and truly an inspiration to me, and I'm sure to many others.
I met Skippy back in the early 80s when a dance friend of mine took me over to her place to fix my dancing, and I'll tell you, I'm glad she did. Her teaching method is stupendous. It's absolutely the greatest. But I'll tell you, even better than that is what her Universal Unit System has really taught me about other parts of life. I mean, you could transfer almost any one of her concepts to a different sport and it'll work. Just about 3 weeks ago, I was skiing in Colorado and I was having a tough time, and I've skied forever. All I did was concentrate on being on a 3-toe base on my ski boots, and all of a sudden it changed my skiing like that. I called Skippy and told her all about it, how she improved my skiing by 100%. And I mean, that's kind of Skippy. I mean, she could fix your dancing, she could fix your skiing, and just about anything else for that matter.
Skippy Blair casts such a large shadow with all she knows and all she does. When I sat down in her house, I was surrounded by all the gods of swing. All the top people, all the movers and shakers of the swing world were there to sip at the fountain of knowledge she was able to provide for everyone. You don't need to ask who has spent time with Skippy. You can see it. You can see it in them. You can see how they conduct themselves, how they are with other people, how they dance, how they relate to the world. And I don't know of anyone in any forum that's ever had that kind of impact on people.
I just want to tell you how much you have impacted our lives. I mean, we're here in Budapest and we're going to Paris next weekend, and there's so many things that we're teaching all over, and really it all comes from what you have helped us with in our dance career. I just remember when I was younger, I mean, I'm still hyper, but I was even more hyper as a kid, and I just couldn't sit still, I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate. When I started West Coast Swing, I was just doing kind of things naturally, but didn't know what I was doing, and until I started coming to your intensives, and you came with open arms, really, really wanting to help me, it actually clicked, even the first day. Like the first day I was sitting there going, oh my gosh, that makes complete sense why your body moves this way. That makes complete sense with the rolling count and all these things. At such a young age, I was like, okay, I can do this. I think I can start teaching. It has helped me so much, and I've been teaching since I was 16. I'm 28 now, and I still learn or remind myself every day things that you teach me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
When I took that first intensive, I really started to understand the science behind this dance, and you gave us so many tools to help break it down, so many tools to break down the things that we did within our own dance, and then to send us out with that confidence to go conduct a workshop in a room full of adults, being two 15, 16-year-old kids. From that point forward, we just went running with it. We constantly use your tools. We're out there all the time spreading the word of this dance. We want to thank you for what you've done for us, what you've done for so many dancers out there, and what you're doing for the new dancers coming up, because whether they're learning from you or from disciples of you, people that are teaching your system, it really has given us the tools we feel we need to share this dance with the world. And so we hope the crowd is giving you a standing ovation, and we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You mean a lot to us, Skippy.
We love you.
We really do. We love you.
Bye.
Lead her gently, and she'll follow you anywhere. Life is a joy when two people hear the same music and step to the same beat.
Hi, this is Skippy Blair coming to you from Seattle at the Easter Swing Convention 1994. And you're in for a great treat here because you're going to see the coordinated teaching that has been going on for the weekend. And we have our teachers, Mary Manzella Locantor, Marianne Nunez, and Wayne and Charlotte Bott. Can't get any better than that. They are all teachers who have done their training and are helping train other teachers through the Golden State Dance Teachers Association, and it's going to be an exciting event.
Life Shifley. This is Robin Urich, and we've been assisted by Mario Robout and Gary Long.
We're damn happy to be here.
Full step, and you can show it from the other side here one more time. Walk, walk, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Hope you get involved with the dancing. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Excuse me for a moment. Thank you. Enjoy your dancing. Is that thing still on?
Oh, jeez. This is getting really bad.
Camerawoman, me cameraman.
Yeah. Spot turn, please.
Cameras together. Camera Tyler.
She is going to get yours. She is going to walk the foot positions, and her right foot is always going to be pulling toward his left shoulder. Every time you see a spot turn, you're going to see the lady walking to this shoulder because it's easier. Walk to this shoulder and watch. So you've got bum, 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 bum. This is what happens. They walk over here. A flashlight has to maintain here. She's constantly pulling this shoulder in to maintain that tight walk, and her right foot wants to go under my left arm. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lay back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Yes. Neat. Neat.
Now what's
See that centrifugal? Tell people, if you have a question and I answer it, but not to your satisfaction, don't be satisfied with that. Ask it again. Ask it again, because questions get resolved. Many times I've had a new teacher coming up that asks the question, and I keep saying, no, no, no. That doesn't mean I'm not listening. I will explain it back as I know it. And then we go back again. We go back again. It gets changed. In other words, don't confuse change. Don't confuse growth with change. When somebody says, I've done it that way all my life, time to grow. You know, there's no such thing as not changing. You can see people who danced 10 years ago, and you see them dance today. There is growth in everything we do. Understanding the growth, making it easier for the people coming up, making the language easier so that all of us can understand each other. It's a small, small world, and it's getting smaller all the time. I can tell you, I'm in Dallas this week, next week I'm in Penn State for a week, and the week following that I'm in Atlantic City, and then I'm going to be in Maryland, and then I'm going to be in Seattle. It's a small world. We better all be talking the same language. We're trying to get that language together. Some of it. I think everybody in the room,
That's
I
a
will
word.
assume.
So many times, because we've said anchor in third, that is an anchor. It's not the only anchor. Anchor gets misinterpreted sometimes. An anchor is a setting of the body. And to understand that, you'd have to know that years ago we did coaster steps. Except that people, through time and erosion, kind of, a coaster step, which used to mean that the body coasted around here to come back in at the conclusion of a pattern, it came to mean a back together forward. And all of a sudden somebody's saying coaster step, whether you do a back together forward. The question became, well, if you don't want me to say coaster step, what do you call a back together forward? My answer to that is always, what do you call a side together side? It's a triple that goes side, together, side. A back together forward is a triple that goes back, together, forward. So just like the coaster step was an action of the body and then became footwork, we use an anchor in West Coast Swing.
And an anchor means that this anchor is going to anchor off of there. If you ever put an anchor down in the water, it doesn't go like this. It's there to hold both, okay? And so this anchor is your center point of balance behind the heel of your forward foot. So if I do, yeah, let's do this. I'll be the girl right here. I'm going to put my left foot, I'm not going to put my left foot here because my center is over the forward foot. I'm going to put my center over this foot, and it's behind the heel of my forward foot. So let's you do the gentleman. Put your center behind the heel. Yes. And see, that's a whole lot of difference. That gives us a connection. And that's another one of the words. One of the words is connection. So connection is the ability to feel a connection that comes from way up here. So my shoulder goes back, your shoulder goes back and down, and the arm is free, and the connection is back, way back here, back into the shoulder. Yes. Well, the shoulder back and down to connect. So this makes the connection. It's as if there were a pole here, and I'm holding the pole, you're holding the pole, and we're not going to let it drop. See? So that is a connection. The connection goes through here, but to your center and to my center. Now let me show you why. I'll come up here for a second. And I'm going to borrow this lady's bod. When this shoulder comes back and down, this is like the man, this pulls all the way down into here. And this is the center. Her solar plexus in the front, if it comes right on through, is to here. So all of a sudden, this shoulder connects way down into here, and it makes it feel like it is connected center to centering. That's, center to center. That's called centering and connection. So I can connect, this is just in the arm. Right there, that's from elbow to elbow. Now I'm going to move it up into my shoulder. I'm going to move it into my center. And now we're really connected. So this is a connection, and we are centering center to center. While we're in this position, and I'm in the lady's position, one of the things that happens that breaks connection is sometimes on an anchor, you'll see the lady, now stay right where you are, she turns around here, you just lost me.
Yeah, that whole wonderful feeling went away.
Yeah, I can keep my center focused on you and turn my shoulder out and make a very good line, but my center is still turned to you. See, that makes the connection. As soon as my center goes away, the connection goes away. Okay.
And now we're ready for that first line dance. It's going to be achy breaky, because that's, if you can't do achy breaky, you're not in today. Every place we go, they're playing achy breaky, and you can get that music to that. We're going to do this to a nice generic sound so that you can learn it better. And we're going to ask the crew to do achy breaky one time through, and then we're going to learn it. Okay? Get out your sheet of paper so you can follow with us. Here we go. Music maestro. Here we go, into the vine, and that hip, hip, hip. Points. Hips again. And we do it right. Stop. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. I hope that you already know the SeaTac stomp so that you'll just be doing it along with me. But just in case you might have missed the convention or you didn't get it as good as you'd like to, why don't you stand right there in front of your television set, watch my feet, get your left foot free, and we're going to do step on the left foot, clap your hands. Step on the left foot again and clap your hands. Now pick up your right foot and do kick, step, step, and then pick up your right foot and hook, step, step. It goes like this. 1, clap 2, and 3, clap 4, kick, step, step, and hook, step, step. We do that twice. Then the second part, we're going to step side left, cross over. That's 1, 2. We hold 3 and 4. Then point 5 and 6 and 7, stomp 8. Then we do that to the right side. 1, cross 2, hold 3 and 4. Point and turn to a brand new wall. We've got 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. You do side, cross, hold, step, step, point and point and point and stomp. Side, cross, hold, step, step, point and face a brand new wall. Okay? I think we're going to do that to a little bit of music. We usually do it to Let It Rock. And the dance is becoming known as SeaTac Stomp in some places, and parts across country it's becoming known as Let It Rock. So whatever turns you on. We're just going to do it tonight to a little bit of Mustang Sally, and we're going to get a couple people out here to do it with me. Are we ready to do that? Okay, now that you can all do this, well, we're going to have Wayne and Marianne and we're just going to do it. You're going to get out there and do it with us and join the gang. Here we go with SeaTac Stomp. Let's listen for the music.
Charlotte, play it.
Another set of 8. And ready to go. Left and left. Hook. Side cross. Point left. Side cross. Point right. New wall. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Inside cross. Left. Face a new wall. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Get that stomp. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Inside cross. Point and stomp. Yes, and you can do that too. We hope that you've had a lot of fun with our whole program here, and let's hear from you if you like.